What would you advise young entrepreneurs when they want to build a real estate brand or a real estate development?
Trust before you build the towers.
What motivates you to keep growing and innovating?
Passion. I've grown into this business. Shout out to Pops, my biggest inspiration.
How are you going to guarantee the quality at the Biltmore in terms of the finishing?
I mean, hiring Alec to do our fit outs.
How are you going to reinforce, the quality at the Biltmore through GJ properties?
To expand into that type of level of finishes, price point will play a huge role. Ajman not being that type of market when it comes to the ultra high net worth, your extremely high end finishes. It only taught us to understand perspectives of interior design.
Welcome again to another episode on Meylis Podcast. Here with Ali Javer, a very old friend. We've known each other since childhood.
Since Pamper days.
Yeah. It's been honestly
no commercials for Pampers.
It's been a very long friendship.
And
it was funny because I think
you were back together.
Yeah. You were in Canada.
I was in COVID.
I got your number off Maya.
Yeah.
Gave you a call. You were shocked. Why are you calling me?
Exactly.
Huh?
I was.
I was like, are you really picking up that building?
That was really an opportunity that passed by in a very random state on a different development completely. The common denominator here was the architect in the firm in charge, which is Canadian Consultants. Canadian had proposed to us this building on Sheikh Zayed Road that's been standing for quite a long time, historical in its old state. The building was done completely in skeleton form, so it was a strong standing shelved building, if you will, for an ex-family that we purchased from. And then we picked it up as it was. It was a hotel and furnished apartments. It was not zoned to be freehold.
Correct. I mean, I think they've stalled the project during the financial crisis of 2008.
Exactly.
And 12 years later, it's an opportunity that sat on your table.
على طول. When we picked it up, it was hotel and it was hotel and furnished apartments. And then I received a call from you while we were in COVID's lockdown.
Correct.
And I was in Ottawa at that time in Canada. I received a call from you and you asked about the building, and I was obviously wondering how you knew, but knowing that you connected man that you are, we got hit up with a call, and alhamdulillah, the rest was history from there. And switching it to branded residences was a call that you made. This is when we went through with the application with TCOM at that time to convert it into branded residences and individual titles.
And that transition, and I think it's a bold move because GJ Properties
is based
has moved on to the second generation.
We've been in this business for quite some time.
Yeah.
The beginning stages of our holding was completely based in the construction industry. We were also in the manufacturing industry that led us to building our own developments from a cost-saving perspective, if you will, vertical. And this was back in 2002, 2003. Only till 2008, 2007 is when we started getting to real estate, and then the crash happened. So we've had projects at that time that were shelved and halted that we had to go back to rebuild or continue building back in 2013. We've been in the business of real estate since then. We're Ajman's largest private developer up to this moment, alhamdulillah.
How many towers residential towers have you delivered in Ajman?
About 14 so far.
14, and like you see a massive difference
shift
between Ajman and Dubai.
Ajman's happening really was organic. Ajman was never that city that drew investments in terms of ownership of homes over the reputation and the opportunities that you would find in Dubai, given the other factors of living standards, education, viability to infrastructure, transportation, logistics, healthcare. You needed all those to purchase a home next to. So Ajman was the least attractive at that time, to be honest. Only today, because of the expansions in the Northern Emirates, the heavy infrastructure that's been happening, the expansion of the 311, the 611, has given Ajman that organic opportunity to play a role, to take
True,
part.
and I think again, like part of that organic growth, and the business itself moving into the second generation where you've come in. There's a lot of transformational aspects that you've been introducing, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you'd like to highlight a few of these points for us to understand how GJ Properties has shifted towards the second generation, what your vision is.
Trust is number one. We've delivered, we've been delivering. It's the first aspect I think you should look at when you want to become a developer, is to learn and gain the trust factor of your buyers before you start building the towers. Um, in practice with Trend all the time, said it, I'm second generation, so we've been around for a minute. We've taken the old, we're in the present, and we know the new. So it's been just coping with market trends, access to good architects, strategic partners when it comes to brokerage and selling. Contractors, we have Alec doing Biltmore.
Yeah.
That's a renowned, grade A, top tier contracting firm and interior design and interior fit out firm. They've done many of
I mean, just
Dubai's
touching
projects.
upon, like you just mentioned, the hotel or the service department's going to be a Biltmore, which is part of the Millennium Hotels and Resorts, right?
Yes, yes.
Once you've transacted on the building, we went through a journey to identify the right partner.
Heavy journey.
So yeah, like, and we narrowed it down, and then you called the shot. What led you to choose, Biltmore and having that as a partner with you on board?
One, it was unique to Biltmore's introduction to the market. There is no existing Biltmores except the Biltmore villas, and they were not a freehold development.
Yeah.
So they were not selling. This was an opportunity to offer branded residences under the Biltmore brand as an operator as well. Millennium giving us that opportunity to signing at that time. Fahad Kadhim was the chief executive officer. Shout out to Mr.
Great
Fahad.
guy, great guy.
Great guy, Mr.
He,
Fahad.
he'll be with us soon.
He is coming?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. He's going to continue it. Yesterday, he was talking about something on his podcast, that what it means to be in business with friends and how tricky that is, how overwhelming that can be, and how much of an effect it could have on the relationship if you don't have a solid fundamental.
No, but I think our relationship
ground.
was
Alhamdulillah,
solid.
I was one
was
back
very
way.
solid.
We're
Yeah,
family,
yeah,
Hisham, and
yeah.
I've known Hisham for quite a long time.
No, I mean you and I, including Fahad,
Including
because
Fahad.
it
Fahad
was
always in
funny.
the
You know,
vicinity,
I
yes.
walked into that meeting.
صح.
The gent was there.
It was all
him and I were in
relapses.
university for a period of time.
It was all
together.
relapse
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. وما قصر اخونا فهد في الموضوع ابدا. ووقعنا مع Millennium. We signed with them, and we went forward. Alhamdulillah.
But don't you think it's a challenge, to have
It was a
gotten
huge
on
challenge.
a brand such as the Biltmore, which is not recognized like other 5-star hotel?
It was extremely
hotels,
a challenge. Right? What helped out a lot was the expertise that we brought on board. And it wasn't for you at that time to come through with the plan and to trust the process. It would have been probably a bigger gamble to go into.
Well, I'm humbled. Humbled.
Thank you very much. And I repeat it, really trust the process.
Yeah.
And if you put yourself in the trust and put the expertise behind it, it comes to a good.
No, and we've worked together a lot. You've also given your input to changes that will uplift the property.
For sure.
I mean, for you
it
to
was
actually,
when it was designed, it was not
correct.
what it looks like today.
I mean, canceling apartments on the first floor to add amenities,
adding the penthouses on the last 6
right?
floors. Now we have complete penthouses.
Correct.
Yeah, when there were 1 and 2 bedrooms only at the beginning. Yes, she went through a massive transformation to become what it is today. Hiring the best of the best helped out a lot. I promise you. The go big or go home mentality had to apply.
Yeah,
it comes with a lot of risk, obviously, and that risk being financial. That's what you need to do to turn something around that's been idle for quite a long time. Second gamble for us was to venture into the hospitality business. GJ Properties has only been doing freehold. We've only been doing leasing. We don't even do commercial, believe it or not, and we don't even have retail. But this was a successful gig, alhamdulillah. So far, so good.
And in terms of the retail component
Retail
within the
component,
Biltmore,
where
like,
we've hired Wayfield and Cushman on this. Also, the best of the best when it comes to retail management, outsourcing those proper retailers, locking in those spaces to people that are much more relative to the brand, has been a great addition to us.
okay.
Alhamdulillah, 80% in so far in retail.
So what are your future plans
Wallahi, we'd
post
love to go into the
Biltmore?
resort business.
Nice.
This is it continuing with Biltmore or not? Shout out to Millennium
Uh,
if we do want to go down that route. But inshallah khair. Yeah, this is we want to continue in the southern region of the UAE. We've been in Ajman for quite a long time. Ajman is, I don't want to say saturated, but land is scarce, obviously, and so that's a natural drive for us to go
Is it right
further.
to say it's the smallest emirate out
It
of the
is the
seven?
smallest emirate out of the seven. We are 42 square kilometers, population 550,000. It's a very, very small emirate. It sits very strategic between the northern and southern emirates. It's the emirate that combines both the Emirates Road and the Mohammed bin Zayed Road in the closest 2 points. So we have that. Where Hamriya is only 15 minutes away. Dubai Airport is about another 25, 30. Sharjah Airport is 15 minutes away from Ajman, which will probably see a lot more of the traffic in the next coming years as Dubai Airport moves south. Yeah, Ajman's been lucky.
To have you, Akid.
God bless you. Likewise to you, brother.
Allah يخليك.
Allah yahfadh.
Ali, you've been working on a lot of residential projects in Ajman.
Yes, we have.
So the market audience is different, the price
Definitely.
point is
The
different,
price
the
point
end
is
product is different.
for sure.
How are you going to reinforce the quality at the Biltmore through GJ properties, where people can be confident once the product is handed over that everything is in par with a 5-star hotel category?
To expand into that type of level of finishes, price point will play a huge role. Ajman not being that um, type of market when it comes to the ultra high net worth, your extremely high end finishes. It only taught us to understand perspectives of interior design better. From there we go ahead and hire the best of finishes by looks, understanding trade a bit more when it comes to buying the same marble, but from 6 different countries has a huge effect. Italian marble is not Indian marble; it's not Chinese marble as well, and it's a huge difference between the two. Do they all look the same?
No.
Yes, they do. I'm not saying that's what we do in Ajman by going down to these type of suppliers from these regions. It's better design, better finishes. Um, Ajman also is the price point for living standards is different. It's not just about buying the asset.
Yeah.
We're on Fiwa. I'm not Diwa. Our shawarma costs 2.5, 3 dirhams still today. It's not 15 and 20. Our karak is not at 2 dirhams and 3 dirhams. We're still at half of and one. The living standards in Ajman when it comes to expenses is cheaper. At the same time, is it worth it to take that in consideration and to pay a little more extra for those high-end finishes? Yes, it compensates for sure. المعيشة وايد أرخص بعد.
It is, right?
Yeah.
But again,
a huge factor.
I mean,
for
when
us.
so how are you going to guarantee the quality at the Biltmore in terms of the finishing? Because, like you're saying,
at the Biltmore itself, our Biltmore in Dubai.
Yeah.
I mean, hiring Alec to do our fit outs, Joshua Judd to do our interiors. Joshua does a lot of the world's renowned Waldorf Astorias. He's an existing one. We went after the best, and for us to fall into something any less of at the end of it is hard. If we started that way, you tend to finish that way.
And when we were kind of going through the building, right? The 39th to the 44th floor were just
Beautiful
apartments, right? Two and three bedrooms.
2 and 3 bedrooms.
What led you to take a decision to
Demand.
convert those into penthouses?
The demand. The price points for Dubai's ultra high net worth sits completely different than a lot of places in the world today. But we've taken that opportunity, spent the expenses of rezoning these apartments, shopping them around, understanding there is a bite for it. We went through, alhamdulillah.
And that's what you're gonna call home, right?
We're gonna call home very soon.
When's handover for the
In 2
Biltmore?
weeks.
Handover of the Biltmore, two
No,
weeks.
handover the
Ah,
Biltmore is in mid
it's show
first
apartment of
show
the
apartments in
penthouse.
2 weeks,
Yeah,
inshallah. The penthouses. Handover Biltmore is within the mid of next quarter, inshallah. First quarter of next year.
Ali, what motivates you to keep growing and innovating?
Honestly, passion. Yeah, I've grown into this business as a second generation. Shout out to Pops, my biggest inspiration
Allah
in
يحفظك.
this. Allah يحفظك حبيبي. Yeah, it's it's been nothing but support. He believes in the process. He's given me that platform. I've only been able to perform that way because I've had good backing and great inspiration to continue this business. Pops has been in this business for almost 27, 28 years, and worked with His Highness the Ruler for quite a while in the same industry. So we've trickled that into our private business and private family office. And I live, eat, and breathe this business right
But
now.
but,
So
but you joined a bit later.
I joined. No,
Like, give us just a background on what,
background.
yeah,
I
like post
joined.
university.
I
What is it
joined
that?
during
Yeah,
universities. Ajman University. I'm
yeah.
an Ajman University alumni. Childhood was in Canada, up to the age of 9 or 10 years old, and then we moved in the United Arab Emirates back in 95, 94. It was not our business in the beginning. We were not doing that. We only started in the business of real estate development in probably around 207, 2006. Before that, we're in manufacturing. That was my background. I was chief executive officer for a group of companies called Tech Group. We were in building material industry, so we had cement factories, ready mix concrete, your great products when it comes to interlock and masonry blocks, joinery, aluminium and glass, piling,
And do you
and
have
then
the same?
construction.
Did you have the same passion doing that?
I had the same passion doing
Yeah.
that. We
So it
stopped
drove
doing
you.
that
Yeah.
by outsourcing that now.
Mm.
So we went into a much more mature, cost-effective approach. We've sacrificed a little bit, obviously, of that margin since you're not controlling costs so much, but you tend now to give the expertise to someone who can do it better, and then we offset it, real estate development with that.
But I mean, are you more passionate for real estate
I'm
development?
much more
Yeah.
passionate for real estate, especially the hospitality sector after the Biltmore experience.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be continuing
And
in
that's why
that.
you'd want to go into the
I'm
resort
it
lifestyle,
probably
well-being.
will be the only
Yeah.
thing to drive the business into even a third generation, inshallah.
Inshallah.
This would be the target, is to continue in hospitality.
Nice. And what inspires your leadership style? Like
Pops,
who?
I have to
Yeah.
go back to Pops again. Al Walid Ma'ai was active. Pops is the chairman of the group. So that inspiration, I have a lot of mentors in the same industry. The leadership and the inspiration of that comes from my environment. يعني أنا داوم مع الوالد. I'm there. He's active. So I do get that.
Were you active before graduating from university? Like, were you always
No.
inquisitive about how the work life
Yes,
is?
I
Would
grew
you
up
go
on
down?
I grew
Yeah.
up on sites. يعني
Yeah.
we were a construction company before
Mm.
GJ Properties. We was Tech Group, and Tech Group, the main the company that was heading the holding at that time, Tech Group, was the contracting division, and the supply of the building materials were from other factories
Mm.
that were supporting the construction company. All my teenagehood, I've been on construction sites. We've
Nice.
just taken that now raw into a finished product, and this is where the real estate business was born.
Great. What would you advise young entrepreneurs when they want to build a real estate brand or a real estate development company?
Build trust before you build the towers. That's it. And that should always be your forefront. Is that people should believe in the product that they're buying from you, especially when we're looking at homes. In Ajman, we're not selling to a second home. In Ajman, we sell to hardworking families, families who would like to afford an opportunity to own real estate in the United Arab Emirates.
And you're quite flexible with the payment plans
We're 7 years.
overall, right?
Ajman has been all our projects in Ajman are 7 years.
7 years, which
Only
includes a
till
post
we came to Dubai till we
correct?
met the 5
Yeah.
years post handover.
Yeah. بس بعجمان بتاعته post handover.
6 years.
6 years.
Sometimes. Yeah. On top of the construction period.
Nice.
But we've been very flexible, and that's been our biggest attraction. This has been our biggest flex, if you will, for people to come and approach us and feel that comfortable without having to go to the bank and incur financial costs on top of the asset that they can barely afford sometimes.
Do you, when looking at a plot, give insight to the architect during the conceptualization phase?
For sure. That's the second generation part.
What excites you more? Is it going through that process? Is it identifying the land?
Identifying the land and then trying to put the marketing package together. Yeah. I'm a marketing student. That's where I graduated from. This is what that's my background.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the most exciting
From Ajman University.
From Ajman University. This was my passion. It's marketing. I love selling. To put that behind something that is very detailed. Real estate, it really starts with a grain of sand. By the time that product is finished, it could end up being something really good, really wow, if you're taking the steps in consideration properly and thoroughly, or terrible because you cannot take a building apart. It's not a car that you can repaint. It's not a bag you can replace. It's pretty intensive when it comes to firing back.
Great. Ali, I want to thank you very much for
your time. Thank you so much. Relax. It's a pleasure.
This has been
I love this a lot.
Really good catching up.
We need an episode 2.
Inshallah, for sure. But we'll have it. We'll discuss off topic, not real estate relevant.
Danger zone. Yeah. I don't know if YouTube will allow that.
Habibi, thank you very much.
Habibi. Tawfiq, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you. Thank you for watching the whole episode of Meylis Podcast. A lot more guests that are contributors to the real estate field will be hosted over the next couple of weeks. We'd like for you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.